going. It's like, now that Venezuela is invaded, now that they're talking about Greenland, now that they're, I think announced recently that they're planning on doing strikes in Mexico.
That's right, get them out. Go back where you came from, get them out.
That's the voice you use when
You come here the right way, or you don't come at all. Also, I'm gonna bomb where you came from, so you can't go back there either. Woo! America!
America!
To shoot the person in the car, it could go both ways. But the thing that matters the most is if they are politically aligned with you.
Nope.
Or not.
It's the thing that matters most to people online having this argument. The judge isn't gonna ask who. The judge isn't gonna ask who the ICE agent voted for.
Yeah.
He's just gonna ask, "Did you get hit with your car?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I got hit with her car. Okay.
Alright.
Like, that's it. Politics does not come into play in that. Watch his terrible takes about the ICE situation. Look, normally I don't cover anything too politically charged on my stream. We're just here to have fun and laugh at idiots on the internet. But iDubbbz is an idiot, and he doesn't know anything about politics. So occasionally it's going to be...
Didn't he just say Iran?
Occasionally it's going to be unavoidable. I'm going to try to keep political opinions to myself, but I will give you the facts. And fact check him when he's wrong. That's where I'll try to keep this.
Oh, so I have to do that too?
No, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just saying, like, what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay.
All right. Anyway, here we go. iDubbbz. Well, let me get into my gameplay while I do this here.
Are you serious? Okay.
What?
Baby dragons.
All right, let's get into the gameplay portion of the stream. Is this the right size? This is not the right size. We make it a little bit bigger. There we go.
That's what she said.
And we need to... It's a camera. There we go. I gotta get you on camera. Cut this from the VOD. I didn't do all that setup beforehand, but here we go. iDubbbz freaking out over ICE. Let's see how bad this gets.
We should stop calling everything / everyone Nazis. Just makes us look stupid. I do not care about looking stupid.
Obviously.
Jesus.
I mean, he's got a gold tooth. He's got the shittiest tattoos and just one gold tooth. But he didn't know how to properly clean it. So you know how like the Statue of Liberty wasn't originally green?
Yeah.
Yeah, that tooth has kind of just turned black over time. The gold is just kind of... I don't think you're supposed to put gold in your mouth like that. Like gold tooth. So
Is he trying to look like
pay
a
attention.
weird pirate?
I don't know what he was...
Okay.
He's got brain damage from boxing. But, yeah, pay attention when he smiles and you'll see the...
Okay.
He's not missing a tooth. That's supposed to be a gold tooth. It's no longer gold. I don't know if you're supposed to use like some kind of special toothpaste or something for him, but yeah, he is. He has fucked that thing up. Like you know, when you're what is the alternative, right? Like, it's like they're going fucking crazy. They're going nuts. We're not here to police speech, okay? Like, you can call them Nazis. I don't give a fuck. I love this intro.
God.
Okay, PJR Gnome, you're new here, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown. Number one, shut up. Number two, if you don't shut up, I'm going to ban you.
God damn. That's how he greets his new... Look, man, your viewership's dropping by the day. You can't be doing that to new viewers. You can't afford to ban anybody. Like, you need every viewer you can get at the moment. And for the record, so do I. I very rarely ban because I believe in free speech. But I will still ban you. If you're just a complete and total jackass. If you're doing something that's, like, gonna get my YouTube channel in trouble, yeah, you gotta fucking go. But short of that, I mean, whatever. I can just ignore you if you're being too annoying.
Yeah.
Right now, I need every view I can get.
Where'd the creature go? PJR Gnome says, we will see these outfits in your new OnlyFans. I mean, yeah, if I were to make one, buddy, what should I do? I think I know. We timed them out before, but I'm timing them out again. They all just smell the same. You know what I mean? Like, when people come through, I think a lot of people get confused. They're like, why was I banned?
Oh, he's saying that, like, he's having trouble when he says they all smell the same. He's saying he's having trouble differentiating between people who are legitimately there because they're a fan of his and want to view, and the people who are there to troll him. Because he probably does, to be fair, he probably does get a lot of trolls.
I mean, probably.
He is one of the most hated people on the internet at the moment.
Yeah.
And he just can't stop humiliating himself. He's one of the most popular people to make fun of. For good reason. You've done this to yourself, and you kind of deserve it. But it's clearly having an effect on him. He's having trouble telling who's trolling and who's not. So he's become kind of paranoid.
I mean, maybe stop
streaming, yeah, and get a job,
and just
no, I would recommend both of those things.
Maybe back away for a little bit.
Maybe stop calling your subs Denny's patrons because you're never going to hit that goal, and just become a Denny's employee. I'm sure they'll give you a discount. It'll be a win-win for you.
There you go.
Why was I timed out? And it's like, well, you smell the same as the guy spamming cock. You smell exactly the same. Before we get into today's schedule, can we address the new controversy you're in? What is a new controversy, Obesity? I'm not aware. Is it pedo troll related? Oh, no.
I knew you were doing something weird on the weekend. I knew it.
Yeah, there you go. You can see the gold tooth.
Ah.
Yeah, when he smiles, you can see the gold tooth. Well, I mean, it used to be gold. Now it's kind of a greenish,
whatever,
like the Statue of Liberty because they can't clean it,
yeah.
And then the weather has an effect on it.
Yeah, that's cute. This is evil. The fuck? That ain't me. I would never be involved in something like this.
I thought he was just cheating on me, but it turns out he was abducting another country's president.
I was busy abducting another country's president. Yeah, that is fucked up.
I want to see. I'm sorry. I just pictured them making a movie about the abduction of Maduro.
Yeah, and him.
But no, fuck him. I don't care about that.
Okay.
But it's a movie where Maduro is played. Like the movie's going to be written, and Maduro is going to be played by the guy who did Borat.
Oh.
And he's Maduro.
And he's Maduro. Yeah, I could see that. I'd
watch that movie.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
I'd watch that movie.
Elon and Jensen, best CEOs. That's some cringe. That's someone's username, and they say, "Hey, Ian, are you working on a new video right now?" No, I'm in my basement.
Wait, I thought he said he was working on a video. That he's got this big edited video coming. He's gonna drop a nuke and blah blah blah. It's gonna break the internet. Now he's admitting he's not working on nothing.
He seems like the kind of person that says a lot of things.
I mean, making videos would be better content for him. You definitely perform better in an edited context where you can, do multiple takes.
Yeah.
I would say do videos and not live stream, but now he's just admitting he's given up on videos, I guess.
Working on a giant coffee table that I plan on selling for $12,000.
No. This is an attempt at sarcasm.
Is that?
For a minute there, I was believing him, but then I was like, there's no way this guy's gotten into woodworking.
No.
That's a man thing, and he ain't one of them.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like
and then
the
$12,000 table? Yeah, no. Yeah. This is a bad joke. This is a really bad attempt at humor. So bad I didn't even pick up on the fact that he's trying to be sarcastic.
This is why I don't understand, why he does this.
Because he thinks he's funny. He thinks he's funny. And the thing is, you were funny in your old videos where you could sit down and write down jokes and then record them and realize, oh, that sounds bad. Let me cut that one out and redo it. But live, we just hear how bad the jokes are in their raw form in your head when they haven't been refined.
And you can't go back.
And now you can't go back and fix it.
You can't fix it.
What else? What else do you guys need to know? Oh my God, so much happened during my weekend. During our weekend.
Is he going to be honest now, or is this another attempt at humor? Let's find
out. During my weekend, a woman was shot. She was murdered in the face by ICE agents. Obviously, fucking super disgusking.
Is he going to bring up any of the footage or actually do an analysis of it, or is he just giving Twitter takes?
Why is he talking about this like it's something he was...
Because he's trying to play it. Because he's trying to play it all off as a joke. This is his way of having a take about the trending thing, but not having to actually go into detail about it. Because A, he doesn't know anything about it.
He doesn't know anything, yeah.
And B, he's not sure what the approved talking points are right now. So he doesn't want to, like, have a stance.
Does he not? I thought he was friends or trying to be friends with people.
Yeah, but he doesn't know. All right, like, he understands. We call them murderers. Got it. ICE murderers. So he did that approved talking point. But if he has to go into any detail beyond that, he is lost. So he's going to play it off like it's a joke. ICE murdered a lady. And then he's going to roll on to the next thing. What happened over my weekend? Well, here's the first thing that happened. Then he's going to go on to the next thing and the next thing. And he's just going to gloss over it.
I don't like this joke.
Yeah, he's playing it off
Hey,
like a
it's
joke.
not a joke.
Then why
2
are
more
you
yesterday,
talking
and
about
they're saying the whole ran over thing again. Yeah, it's just, I hate the discussion that people
Oh, here we go. They're baiting him into going into detail.
it? Yeah.
This chat's baiting him.
are having online about, like, the legality of things. Like, everyone wants to talk about, like,
To be clear, the legality of this is very simple. It's not about whether or not you approve of what ICE is doing. If you're just talking about the legality of it and who was in the wrong in this specific situation. For the record, I don't like a lot of the shit that ICE is doing either. But if we're just talking about the legality, see, this is where I fact check him and not give an opinion on what I think. I'm just going to tell you what is. The fact check portion of this is, it does not matter how much force she applied to that officer with her car. It doesn't matter if she barely hit him or she ran him the fuck over. It doesn't matter if she hurt him and injured him severely or if she just ran over his toe. The minute your vehicle makes contact with an officer, he has the green light to shoot. Now, whether or not that officer shoots is entirely up to him, and you can agree or disagree with that officer's decision to shoot. But whether or not he was legally allowed to isn't open for debate. He was.
Yeah.
This man will see no jail time. The minute her vehicle made contact with him, when she was instructed to get out of the vehicle and she moved it instead, the minute her vehicle made contact with him, he was clear to fire. Period. It is that simple.
courts and whether
I'm more irritated at. I don't know. It just, to me, like, her partner, you know, it just.
Yes,
I would look at you like you were crazy.
And her partner
if you put me in this situation.
Her partner
I guess,
instructing her
way.
to do it. So her partner instructing her to run him over.
Well, I don't even know that she was instructing her to run him over because she just said "Go, baby, go" or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
no, she said "Drive, baby,
or
drive."
Baby, drive.
But it doesn't matter if she meant run him over or not. That's how it's going to be interpreted
yeah,
because that's what happened. You told this is the series of events as they happened. Your wife was instructed to get out of the car by 3 separate ICE agents. You then instructed your wife to drive while an officer was standing in front of her car.
Yeah, like
she listened to you, hit the ICE agent, and now she's dead.
You have already put yourself in a really crappy position. You need to shut up.
She
and just
is partially
do things.
responsible for the outcome.
Yeah, like I don't understand.
Not only
that.
will this ICE agent see no jail time, but the wife may see some for her instructing the wife to hit him with the car.
As a person with a
to
husband,
drive. She said drive. There's a person standing in front of your car. If you drive, you're obviously going to hit them.
Yeah.
That's going to be the argument in court. And she may see legal punishment for this.
And
she is at least partially responsible for this outcome.
Yeah, like as a person with a husband and a family and everything, if you put me in that position, I would have looked at you like you were goddamn insane.
First of all, I'm not going to tell you to do. I am not going to tell you to do the opposite of what the police have told you to do. And you can argue about ICE's training and whether or not they're real cops and blah blah blah. You can argue about their training and whether or not you feel like they're real cops. But this ain't a fucking feelings thing. Whether you like it or not, they are federal agents. Every single one of them. You can argue about whether or not they should be, but they are.
Yeah.
And hitting a federal agent with your car means you get shot.
No.
Does not matter how well trained that agent was or wasn't.
It doesn't matter.
Does not matter. They are federal agents, and you should treat them as such.
That's the part
Period.
that I'm sorry that I cannot get over. That gets me the most. that you went there, and it, like, I get it. I don't like what they're doing, but I also know that that's not the way that
I'll agree with I'll agree with all of that. I don't agree with what they're doing. I'll agree with you that most of them, especially the new hires, are improperly trained and shouldn't have a badge and a gun. But we don't live. But the law doesn't function on what should be. It functions on what is. They shouldn't have a badge and a gun, but they do. And they are federal agents.
You have
the law is going to treat them like federal agents because that's what they are.
You have to listen.
You have to also treat them like federal agents, or you could end up in jail or worse. Just because we do not live in a world where just because you disagree with the police or the authorities, you are free to disobey them. That's not how that works. That's the purge. We don't live in that. Arguing with the decisions an officer or an agent makes is done in a courtroom, not on the side of the road. That's how you stay alive.
Yeah.
But we'll see what iDubbbz take is here.
Whether it's justified, and it's like, it's not. It never is. Like, listen to, like, even if this was a fucking cop, it wouldn't be justified. Even if...
It would.
Yeah.
It would. The minute you make contact with him, he is legally free to fire. It's justified. It's self-defense.
Yeah.
Yes. We don't need to live in a world where people go, okay, as long as I keep my car under 5 miles per hour, I can run over this cop and I can get away from this stop. That ain't how that's gonna fucking work, man.
That would be pandemonium.
It's an all or nothing deal. Either you hit him or you didn't. And if you hit him, you hit an officer, whether it be with your car, your fist, or a weapon, he can shoot you.
Yeah.
That's how this works. That is what makes it legally justified.
Like, we are not going to play the game where we think that shooting someone in the fucking head who's unarmed, point blank range, is...
She wasn't unarmed.
She's not unarmed.
She turned her car into a weapon. She was driving a 3,000-pound death machine.
Yep.
She was not unarmed.
Is like suddenly justifiable because they're in a car. Like,
yes, that is exactly what that means. It is suddenly justifiable because she hit him with a 3,000-pound death machine.
I think we freely give 3,000-pound death machines to people
also,
way too much.
Also, you can be justified in shooting an unarmed person if they're attacking you.
Yeah.
What does this take?
Yeah.
Whether or not she has a weapon is irrelevant.
A unarmed person can still kill you.
Yeah. Whether or not she is armed is irrelevant to whether or not she gets shot by the police. Yeah. This ain't a movie. The cop's not going to throw his gun down to give you a fair fight. He's going to eliminate the threat as quickly as possible. If you are posing a threat to him or bystanders or society at large. Yeah. That's what they do. That's how that works.
Like, I don't know. I just sort of feel like people don't understand. They have guns.
No.
Like,
I can tell you exactly. I can point out right now how he understands this and how every single one of you who disagree with me do too. You all understand this. You're pretending not to because you don't like who it happened to and how it happened. You all understand this and agree with it. Because let's flip the script. If this were January 6th and a J6er accidentally bumped into one of the White House officers with his car and he got shot, would you all still have the same take?
Nope. They would not.
You would understand. Well, he shouldn't have drove his car. We're into that. You would all be saying the same shit I'm saying now because that's the legally accurate statement. You understand it. You just don't agree with it because it happened to someone on your side. This is team sports bullshit. Yeah. You guys aren't doing a legal analysis. You don't care about the law. You don't care about justice. You don't give a fuck about any of that. This is just more team sports bullshit.
Yeah.
That's why I don't play these games.
That's not the same thing. This is vastly different. You left a kid behind that is...
How is it vastly different?
And that's...
How is it vastly different?
I'm sorry. That's another point for me. There is no
You must be fun
world.
at parties? I am fun at parties. I typically... Let me explain something to you. I'm very different away from stream than I am on stream. Right now, we're talking about it because it's the topic of a video. But in the real world, I still live by the same rules that I grew up with. Back in my day, back in my day, there were 3 topics you didn't bring up in a social setting because they were considered deeply personal and rude. You did not talk about politics, you did not talk about religion, and you did not talk about finances. Those were 3 things that were considered personal to bring up, and none of your fucking business. That's why we vote in a booth, for privacy reasons. That's why you're allowed to worship whoever you want to worship and no one can tell you not to. And your finances, how much you make, there's a reason that all of that is kept private, and your job doesn't just post it up on the on a board for all your fellow coworkers to see. Oh, Jim's making more than me.
Well,
that
unless
doesn't
you work for
happen.
certain states, but
That,
anyway,
yeah, but that typically doesn't happen.
typically doesn't.
Now, I don't know when the world forgot those rules that kept civilized society, well, fucking civilized.
Social media.
But yeah, out in the real world, I don't randomly bring up politics. I don't randomly bring up religion. And if someone else does, I typically avoid the topic or change it entirely because I don't want to offend, and it's none of my fucking business.
Yeah, I'm Ron Swanson. I'm a firm believer in none of your goddamn business.
But I am
Like,
fun.
yeah.
But I am fun at parties. Yes.
Yes.
To answer your question, yes, I am fun at parties.
But him talking about that's another thing. This is where I am having trouble. Like, I really just, I'm sorry. I'm not having a whole lot of...
Because it's pointless to talk about, too. Like, all
I'm not
you're
trying to
doing,
be mean.
All you're doing is creating enemies out of your friends.
Yeah.
You're putting these takes out on the internet for the internet to judge you by. And for what purpose?
Yeah.
It's not making him any money.
No, it's not.
And on top of that, you're not changing anything. Absolutely no commentator commenting on this. Whether it be iDubbbz, Asmongold, Hassan, Donut Operator, or any of the right wing or left wing, absolutely none of you have any bearing on this case. They aren't going to reference you in that courtroom.
Yeah.
You have zero bearing on the decision that judge is going to make. You can't change what is. Sharing your opinion on it will change nothing. You will have zero effect. At most, you might make a little money off of it.
I was going to say, but it might make you some money.
Yeah, but it might make you some money. And that's why these commentators do this online.
But
they are all grifting politics for money because they have no actual bearing on politics. No judge ever says, well, I know what the law says, and it looked pretty clear to me in the cam footage. But I saw Asmongold's tweet yesterday, and that's never going to fucking happen.
No.
Jesus.
But I know what he's getting ready to talk about, and that's another thing where it's like, I can put myself in these shoes, and this is why I would not have been there, because there is no reason on this fucking earth that I would ever put myself or you in a position to which one of us does not come home to our children, whether we be in jail or not. It's called, not having a stable household.
The thing is, these people like her.
Jesus Christ.
These people like her.
Common sense, bitches.
These people because they get main character syndrome.
Yeah.
People like her.
The world doesn't revolve around
People
you.
like her think nothing bad is going to happen to her because she's in the right.
So
I'm justified in my actions, and the
No.
world will back me up. Well,
No.
they can't back you up if you're dead. They don't think about that. They don't think about the fact that these are armed officers and they might shoot me.
And
they don't think about that.
Maybe it's because I'm of the blacker persuasion. I understand. My
Holy
ass can
shit.
get shot.
Holy shit, you're black?
I know, right? It's a surprise. I'm sorry. I should have told you. I love you.
Oh my God, that explains so much. Oh my God.
Don't look at me like that. You knew I was black. How the dog give me that look?
He's colorblind. He doesn't see race.
Isn't that what that guy said? Other than that,
Colorblind. I don't see race.
I don't see her.
Hey, what two colors do people do colorblind people see in?
Black and white.
Black and white? Yeah. Okay.
So sad to see. Yeah. And you know what's amazing? I read all of these things about her, and then I watched this Fox News clip that is like giving a summary of who she is, and you can just tell how desperately, yeah, I think it was Jesse Waters. It's just such a stretch to go through it's such a stretch to highlight all of these things that like don't matter at all. Like they were trying to highlight that she, I don't know, split from her ex-husband, that she's a lesbian, and I think they were trying to say that she doesn't have custody of 2 of her kids. And I'm like, this shit does not matter at all. You are a fucking freak.
I'll agree. It doesn't matter when it comes to this court case. But also, again, both sides do this.
Yeah, they do.
You guys didn't complain when they started pulling up the criminal records in the background for every J6er.
I was gonna say, didn't they pull up records for the guy that shot her?
Not even for the guy that shot her.
Like,
If you just
he's been in this.
No, like if you just want to talk about regular citizens, they were pulling up like 10 years worth of the history for the QAnon shaman and like everyone at fucking January 6th.
Yeah.
Did any of that matter on January 6th?
No,
but I don't remember you complaining about that then.
No.
See, it's always a double standard. It's just team sports bullshit over and over again.
Yeah.
To bring this up, that you are a freak. Every time I do something for myself, something wild like this happens, and I come back and everything's on fire. Yeah, it feels like that way to me as well. It's rough. Dude.
You don't even live in America. It doesn't even affect you. He's in Canada, by the way.
Yeah.
Dude. And then I see people like fucking Asmongold saying, "Rip Bozo."
Oh, here comes the cope.
I can actually imagine if you love deep throating the boot, which a lot of these fucking losers do.
You mean like you do to Hassan's boot?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, I don't care about like my fellow man.
The irony is not lost on me.
I'm much closer to this woman who was run over or who was shot at, but I'm gonna constantly deep throat the boot. They don't just make the argument for more fascism, more authoritarianism, and die on that hill. They'll also say things like "Rip Bozo," like "haha, it's a meme."
Yeah, and it's funny. Didn't you guys say the same thing when Charlie Kirk got shot?
Yep.
Okay, just saying.
Meme language. It's just a little bit of funny now. Haha, "Rip Bozo." It's like, dude, go away forever.
Yeah, it's funny till it happens to you.
Yep. That's the
administration were calling her a domestic terrorist before her body was even in the ambulance. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. Yeah, and fuck around and find out shit, dude. It's awful.
That's exactly what happened, though.
That's what happened. I've said it about certain people on the other side. Now say it about her.
Yeah, I'll say it about both sides.
Fuck around and find out.
The woman who died on January 6th, she fucked around and she found out. This woman fucked around and found out. Doesn't matter which side you on.
Yeah.
No one is immune to fucking around and finding out.
The fuck around and find out thing is so fucking lame. I genuinely cringe when I hear the admin or supporters say it. You sound like a wannabe tough guy 6th grader. Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's what's really obnoxious about it is because, like, if you're paying attention to this shit, like, none of it's new, right? Like, these same people were saying this sort of shit during the Black Lives Matter protest.
Everything he's about to say will apply to him. Just replace the words Black Lives Matter with January 6th. Okay? Yeah. Just keep that in mind.
Tests, right? Like, they're saying, like, do every fucking thing that law enforcement tells you to do, and if you don't do it to a T, you'll be shot, and even if you do it to a T, you will also be shot. Like, but they think that these people are to be trusted, and that they're not. They almost interpret law enforcement as, like, infallible in every way, or in this case, ICE, which is not law enforcement, and it's just...
They are law enforcement. See, this is what's getting people shot.
Yeah.
Is that you don't believe that they're real cops.
Yeah.
The internet has somehow convinced you that they're not real cops. They are. They are federal agents. They were given that authority by the federal government
they're
when they were
confusing.
hired for the job. You can argue about their level of training, but that doesn't change what the power they have.
They're confusing
They are still federal
the fact
agents.
that all the training and the, rules and stuff that there used to be an agent have been kind of moved to the side just to hire people, get bodies in there.
Look,
It doesn't mean they're not cops. They're not.
Well, I was gonna
law
say
enforcement.
we've all done this, but some of you are probably just outright unemployable. But to those normal people watching my stream or watching this VOD, we've all worked that job where someone got hired or someone got promoted with zero experience and zero training, but it didn't change the fact that they were still your boss, did it?
Nope.
We've all worked for a boss that we thought wasn't qualified for his job.
Most bosses aren't qualified
Whether
for
or not
their
you
jobs.
think they're qualified doesn't change their position, does it? It doesn't change the level of authority they have over you.
Doesn't mean
does
they
it?
can't fire you.
Yeah, it doesn't change their level of authority. We've all worked for a boss you didn't think was qualified. It doesn't give you the right to disobey, your job duties because you don't agree with how he said to do it. If you did, you'd get fired.
Yep.
This applies to the real world.
Yeah. Just substitute fired with shot.
You can argue about whether or
mean,
not these agents are qualified to be agents. Sure, have that argument. They're still agents. They are still cops.
It's insane to me because it's just
So
In fact, they're federal agents. You're right. They're not cops. They have more authority than cops.
gonna
They're
say-
federal fucking agents.
I'm gonna say the thing that you don't like for people to say. As a black person,
Oh
I
god.
find this really, really weird because I'm just
You're
like,
hearing white people takes because
I'm just
every
like-
black person knows it doesn't matter if I think this cop is trained or not. If I don't listen to him, this cracker gonna shoot
he
me.
gonna
Like
shoot
every
me.
one of you understand
I'm gonna get
this.
shot in my goddamn face and no one's gonna give a shit. In
Yeah.
fact, most of y'all are gonna be like, yeah, you deserve it, bro. You just listen to the cops.
Most of the black people who got shot will say that the cop that shot him wasn't qualified, and that's argued in court later. But he still got shot, didn't
But
he?
he still got shot.
Yeah.
Like
Like, you
didn't-
all understand
didn't
this.
the same thing happen close to where I'm from, where a guy was in a car, a black man, and I don't know the whole particulars, but I know that he tried to use the car as a weapon and they shot his ass, and then
Yes.
and then they wanted to make a big
There
deal
was-
about
there
it, and I
was-
was like, what's the big deal to be
there was-
made?
there
He
was-
did wrong. He got shot.
There was the pregnant.
Shut up.
There was the pregnant black woman at Target. I showed you the video of her.
Yeah, I remember that
She
one.
stole $600 worth of alcohol and she's pregnant.
And she's
They
pregnant.
They called the cops. The cops blocked her car in the parking lot as she's unloading all the alcohol.
Yeah.
She got in her car, and she didn't even hit the cop. She hit the cop's car. She just slammed on the gas and hit his car, and then veered into.
She must have been drunk.
And it looked
Forget
like
it.
she might run over an innocent person because now
Oh,
she's
yeah.
veering into
Yeah.
the road going in front of Target, and they shot her.
Yeah. And she was a pregnant bitch.
Yeah,
I
like-
mean, yeah, like, I assume, like, as a black person, I just find all of this really, like, I don't know, like, it's just weird. It's
And I didn't see a
interesting
single.
seeing it
And
happen
I didn't see.
and just kind of sitting back watching.
And I didn't see a single black person.
No, you're not going to.
I didn't see a single black person in the comments
Nope.
on that Twitter thread
Nope.
having her back. All of them were posting the thing that he's saying is cringe. Her own fellow black people are going, fuck around and found out, bitch, damn. They're like, all of them were saying the same
Yes.
shit. Yeah, like,
Like-
this is why you don't do that shit.
Yeah, this is why I don't do that shit.
Who the fuck
like,
raised you?
Like,
Who it was just comments like
And
that.
that's kind of my point. It's like, what level of entitlement did you have when you thought this was a good idea? Like,
She thought she had main character syndrome. She thought she was in the right, and that gave her permission to do whatever she needed to do to stop the bad thing.
Yeah. No.
Only you didn't stop the bad thing, you're dead.
No,
Yeah,
no.
like
you,
that's not how
you got
how,
shot.
how
Your
that
kids don't have you coming home to them.
works. Your life isn't worth the
And
gamble. People are
your
better off
partner-
listening and suing later. Yes, that's the golden rule for
Yes.
any. That is the advice I'm going to give my little brown children. That is the golden rule that I will give to anybody for any interaction with the police. You can disagree with the police.
Yes.
Absolutely. But the place to argue your disagreement is in a
in the
court
court.
after the fact. not on the
Not-
side of the
no.
road.
No, not during...
Arguing on the side of the road could cost you your life.
Yes.
Arguing in a courtroom is just going to cost you money.
Yes.
Just saying. Like, it's not hard to understand.
Yeah. And, yeah, I
With the increased number of death threats made by the public towards these agents, it's laughable that these people think the federal agents should show restraint or give complete strangers the benefit of the doubt when they are impeding, making their day harder, agitating, and when something happens that could be perceived as someone making good on a death threat. Yeah, that's the thing, is that this same officer, they weren't showing. So when I showed you the other video where they said a week prior, officer got drugged next to a car,
Yeah.
that guy tried to run him over.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Yeah.
a random video.
That was the same
cop.
officer. That's what I'm talking about. That
A
they
week
went through
prior,
and
someone
picked.
tried to run him over and actually
Yes.
drug him next to the car for like a quarter mile, and he
And so-
didn't shoot that person. Last week he didn't shoot, and he almost died.
And
This
PTSD
week,
is a thing.
This
I'm
week
just
he
saying.
wasn't taking that
No.
chance.
Like,
I'm not saying you can't protest ICE. You absolutely can. But we have a process for legal protest, and it is not using your car to block their convoy
No.
and refusing their orders. You get a permit, you stand in the approved spot, and you protest.
Yeah.
You don't throw things, you don't make physical contact, you just make your presence and your disagreement known. That's
donate
it. That's how
to
protesting
the
works.
proper legal organizations that help immigrants. Like, you know, it's
The thing is,
I know it's not
the
as exciting.
All right, so the reason, here's the thing: the reason that they're not going through the proper process, getting the permit, and protesting the right way is because they know that doesn't work. The problem here is that they don't understand what does work,
what does work.
because this also doesn't work, and you die.
Yeah.
What will work is contacting your congressman, social media campaigns. There are many ways to make your voice heard much louder by many more people in the year 2026 without standing on the side of the road.
But I'm gonna
Standing on the
say-
side of the road, you're going to alert your community. You can alert the whole fucking world on the internet. There are so many other ways that you can get your point across and you can protest.
But I'm gonna say the same thing that applies to the crazy conspiracy theorists on the other side. That's not as exciting. That doesn't make me feel like I'm Braveheart and I'm the main character.
Right. It doesn't make
Yeah.
you go viral
Yeah,
on social
it
media.
doesn't make me feel
that's
excited
another thing.
and
Yes.
give my life meaning.
That's another thing. It's
Oh,
personally
God.
about them because
Sit
they
down. Go
it's-
find something to do with yourself.
It's
Jesus
personally
Christ.
about them because they might personally go viral on social media and then they'll get to
Yeah.
feel like a hero.
And they get to feel like they're the main character.
now you can't feel
So
anything 'cause
Now
you're
you can't
dead.
feel anything.
Is that a fact? I'm surprised I didn't know that, but makes me support his actions even more. Yes, that is a fact.
Yes.
That same officer was drugged behind his vehicle a week prior
Yep.
in another stop where someone refused his orders. And I'm not sure if his jacket got caught in the door or what,
Yeah,
because the
I
guy's door
forget.
was open and he slams his door closed and hits the
And-
gas and drags
yeah.
off. And something happened, and that officer got drugged next to the car for like a quarter mile until the guy stopped. He didn't pull his gun that time.
Nope.
He didn't do anything to defend himself, and it almost cost him his life.
And-
So this week he didn't make
He
that
didn't
mistake.
do that. And what I saw when I saw that video, I know what they
Oh,
were
he was
going
drugged by
for.
it last week or so. I don't know the time frame.
Yeah.
The video I saw
It was
said,
like 6. It could have been a
the
few
video
months
I
ago.
saw said last week, but they could have just been
Yeah.
making a point. Even if it was 6 months ago,
doesn't matter.
Still, lesson learned. He's not taking that
Once
chance
again, PTSD is a thing.
Yeah,
I have
like it doesn't matter.
I get it.
God, these retards who all suffer from mental illness and main character syndrome. Yes, they spend too much time online on social media listening to Reddit warriors
Yeah.
and armchair lawyers and these people who are trying to tell them what they can and can't do and
Yeah.
convincing them that they're saving their country
Yeah.
by fighting people who live in their country who are just trying to do a job they got hired to do.
do.
Look, most ICE agents, they're not bad guys. They're just guys making a paycheck. I can tell you right now that a lot of coworkers where I work are considering becoming ICE agents, not because they hate immigrants, not because they want to do bad things, or not because they're going to get some kind of pleasure out of it, but because it has a $50,000 sign-on bonus, and then it pays you $80,000 a year. That's more money than they've ever seen in their entire life. It's an opportunity they don't want to pass up. They don't want to deport people. They don't want to get into altercations. They want to make easy money.
Because our economy is shit and everybody's tired of struggling. I don't know what
that's
to
a pretty tempting offer that's hard to ignore.
Yeah.
For a lot of people. And a lot of those agents, that's who they are. They're people that saw an easy paycheck, and that's all they want is an easy paycheck. Yeah. They want everything to go smoothly. They don't want to have to deport people they're not supposed to deport. They don't want to end up on the news. They don't want anything to go wrong. They just want to collect their $50,000 sign-on bonus and their $80,000 a year pay and go home for as long as they can, because soon as Trump's out of office, they might lose that job.
Exactly.
That's all they care about.
Just like you, they have bills to pay. They have medical shit happening to family members.
Now, there's probably
they have kids that need to go to special schools or
to be fair,
get shit. I mean, oh my God, everybody's got shit.
Look, in order to be fair, there probably are some that hate immigrants.
Oh yeah,
and are doing it to get rid of the immigrants. Just like there are some cops who are racist and they will pull people over for racial reasons. But they are a much smaller percentage than the internet would have you believe.
Yeah, it's not all.
That's the reality. The reality is the number of cops who are actually racist and do that is like single-digit percentages, 2 or 3. And it's the same thing for ICE agents. The number of them who are these gung-ho, let's get rid of the Mexicans or whatever, but they're probably like 2 or 3%. The other 97 are just people trying to make a paycheck.
Yeah, they're just trying to pay their bills. And
it could have been AI. No, the footage of him dragged by the car is not AI. That's a real thing that happened. It's documented. There's police reports associated with it. But it does matter.
Yeah.
Glad I found your channel. Seems we agree on a lot. Only note I have is that I sense some disdain in your voice for Asmongold. It's not Asmongold. That's not disdain for Asmongold in particular. I don't watch enough of his content to decide if I like him or don't like him. I watch most of these people in clips. That's what we're watching with iDubbbz right now, clips. I don't think there is enough money in the world that I would torture myself to watch iDubbbz's entire stream for 8 hours. I would kill myself. And the same thing with Hassan and probably Asmongold. I think these people exist in clips. I don't think they're probably interesting to watch for 8 hours straight. The disdain you heard in my voice was for the fucking team politics as a whole. All of them do it, and most of them are just doing it to make money and don't actually believe what they say.
It's not
just
that
like
they're actually...
iDubbbz doesn't believe anything he's saying, because if you flip the script and it was a January 6er who ran into a cop and got shot, he'd be on the cop side.
There you go.
The same thing applies to Asmongold. If you flip the script and say it was someone on the right who did this thing and then this thing happened, he'd be on their side.
These people don't have real moments.
They all just play team sports politics, and they do it for profit.
Yeah. It's all for money.
I don't typically talk about politics on my stream. It just happened to come up during this clip compilation we're watching. I was hoping to laugh at a lolcow, but, here we are. So.
I was hoping, yeah.
Oh, I don't have any bills or anything like that. I'm super special. How do I get to be where you are?
I know.
I have a lot of bills. I have 2 children. I have rent. I got a car payment. I got a cell phone bill. My kids are in gymnastics and cheerleading. I got to pay for that.
You got a wife that's falling apart.
Yeah, medical bills. I got so many bills. So do they have souls? I mean...
What, our children?
Yeah, what, my children? Or are you talking about streamers? I mean, I'm a streamer. It depends on... Look. It depends on what you mean by soul, because... I'm an atheist, so I don't really know what you mean by soul.
Yeah.
Like, if you're asking me if their life matters, yes, their life matters. I'm just saying their opinion doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Your life matters. Your opinion doesn't.
It's not important, and there are too many people who
I don't
look
want
at
them
their
to die.
opinion like it's...
I don't want them to die. I just want people to start.
Yeah.
I'm more mad at the audience. I want the audience of these people to stop being so cult-like and actually question some of the shit that these assholes say. Hassan's audience will never question him unless he shocks his dog. Asmongold's audience will never question him unless he shocks his dog.
Well, that's what makes me question you as a person. Is that it's like the whole Joe Rogan thing. Don't act like you don't understand
look, I can always tell who they are.
Effects
I can always tell they are.
people.
They really do have a cult-like mentality. I can always tell who they are. So I made a short about iDubbbz, and this wasn't even related to politics at all. This was about him watching 90 Day Fiance and having some bad takes, and I made fun of him. And I made the intro for that video into a short, and some asshole, they always do it. Every time I put a video out on iDubbbz or Hassan or anyone in that circle, they will show up in my comments. One of them shows up in my comments already. Posted it yesterday, and one of them is already there, and he's going, imagine being pro-Ethan in 2026. Free Palestine. They always ended in Free Palestine. This shit ain't got nothing to do with Palestine. He's talking about thruples on 90 Day Fiance. I don't know what that has to do with Palestine.
Because he didn't watch it.
Yeah, because he didn't watch it. He just saw a dude on his team he needed to defend. I'm gonna jump in the comments. I'm gonna say the approved cult-like mantra, Free Palestine. That's how we end all of our talks.
Yeah.
That's how we identify with one another. Free Palestine. Praise Xenu. What the fuck ever. They're a fucking cult.
Yeah, like, why are people just so easily led? It's insane to me.
These people are terminally ill and brain rotted.
They have no thoughts of their own.
They are living off relatives or living off the government. They're sitting at home. They don't leave their house. They don't go outside. They have zero social skills whatsoever. This is their life. And they need their life to have purpose, so they've picked a streamer they agree with, and they're going to fight the good fight with them. It gives their life purpose. They will also never feel the touch of a human woman.
No, they won't. They won't. Bless their hearts.
iDubbbz is a loser? Yes, he is a loser. Now, let's watch more of The Loser.
So crazy how quickly they will just move the goalposts. It's almost like JD Vance says, like, "Oh yeah, she's a fucking terrorist" or whatever.
So no soul? Yep, sure, I guess. I don't really know what the concept of a soul is because I'm not a religious guy.
I was gonna say that's not really his
I don't know what you mean by soul. Is it like I don't know what the definition of soul is here?
I guess he means when I think of soul, I just mean. Are you a shit person? Are you a shit person?
It feels like when most people say soul, what they mean is, do you have empathy? Can you sympathize with your with your fellow man? Are you a good person? Or are you so self-absorbed that you think only you matter? You are soulless. You will do things to hurt others and not care. So sociopaths or what I guess would be soulless.
I don't even.
But
I wouldn't even go. So
that's
far
what
as
most
to say
people mean.
Sociopath.
That's what
I
most.
would just say narcissistic. Like you just cannot.
Yeah, that's what most people
feel
mean.
For others.
That's what most people mean when they say soulless is, oh, if you had a soul, you would care about this, and this, and you don't. So you must be soul. Yeah, it's a
level of selfishness.
Yeah, it's what it feels like.
I think
like
a lot
if I had
of them
to try
have
to,
that
if
level
I had
of
to,
selfishness.
if I had to try to analyze it and say what people mean when they say soul, because no one ever gives me a definition.
No, they
so
can't.
what they mean when they say soul is probably that. It's probably whether or not you have some quote unquote humanity to you or not.
I'll say no. They don't have souls. Okay,
so there you go. No,
they're pretty.
A lot of their content.
Soulless.
I'll say a lot of their content is soulless. I don't know what they're like off stream, but a lot of their content is soulless. Palestine hates zesty on people. By zesty, do you mean gay?
Gay. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure it's gay.
Yes. Which is real funny with those queers for Palestine.
Yeah, and
people.
I'm like, put that down. Go home.
No, go to Palestine. Go to the source. Go help them out.
Go help them out. See how that goes.
Let me know how that works out for you.
But yeah, like I seriously don't think a lot of those people who make that content,
because none of it's real. None of them actually care about Palestine.
They don't care about any of that.
None of them actually care about any of this shit.
They just care about putting money in their pockets.
It's a cult. No, for the audience.
Well, for the audience, yes.
It's a cult thing. It's just a mantra to them. Most of them probably can't even point at Palestine on the map. They don't really care. They don't really care about it. None of these queers for Palestine actually care about Palestine. No. I think that they all know that Palestine hates them, and the people in Palestine would kill them if they ever came over there.
Yep.
But they're still gonna chant the mantra because it's part of their social group that makes them accepted. They don't want to get kicked out of the cult.
Yeah.
All hail Xenu. Gotcha. I actually completely agree with you about iDubbbz and Hassan. But I'd encourage you to watch Asmongold because he's actually the one political commentator that I can tolerate because he's got more normal people takes. I will say that he does feel more genuine. Most of the takes I've seen of Asmongold come from. Look, I absolutely love Asmongold's YouTube editor. I love the way he edits videos. I love the context he adds. I think Asmongold is 1,000% better on YouTube than he is in clips I've seen on Twitter or on Twitch. That editor adds context and makes it so much better. And a lot of Asmongold's takes just feel like normal people takes. It doesn't feel like he's trying to push a political agenda or anything. He's just giving a reaction. I don't even consider most of his content to be political content. I just see it as reaction content. That being said, like all reaction content, including mine, it's not always going to be 100% on the money. We're all going to have bad takes from time to time. Yeah. And I'll call them out when I see them. And, people don't hesitate to call me out either. So, ever seen an iDubbbz as a functional... Says a functional retard, but a ton of these people are terminally online with no friends and exist almost exclusively parasocially. Asmongold has a similar cult following. Oh, I mean, all of them do. Oh, no. And that's why I want to avoid politics for the majority of my content. I mean, obviously, there's going to be times where it's unavoidable because that's just the world that we live in. But for the majority of my content, it's just going to be me weighing in on drama and having a good laugh. And I'd rather have an audience that's honest with me than one that will just blindly follow whatever I say. Yeah. But that's just me.
Have a mind of your own.
Asmon is pretty based. Only thing wrong with him is he haven't played that many video games. Yeah, he went viral for his Trump takes while playing World of Warcraft. And that's why I say all of them are grifting to a certain extent. He was a World of Warcraft streamer who went viral for his Trump takes. He saw an opportunity, and then he shifted his content, and now he won't shut up about politics because his politics takes kept going viral. And now he doesn't even play video games anymore for the most part.
To me, I would hate that, to be honest.
If there wasn't money and fame attached to it, do I think that Asmongold would still be streaming about politics? No, I don't. Does that make his takes bad? No, it also doesn't make his takes bad. Like I said, he's got normal person takes for the most part. He's not always right. He's wrong about some stuff, but he's more right than most of the people grifting. There's a difference between world. So to make myself clear, because the internet tends to confuse these two terms, there's a difference between grifters and propagandists. Thank you for the follow, the subscription, by the way. I'm trying to reach 1,000, so I can make a few shekels here. There's a difference between grifters and propagandists. I would say that anyone just talking about a subject I don't think they really care about is grifting for money. Yeah. That if they weren't getting paid, they wouldn't talk about it because those topics tend to be inflammatory. I think that's Asmongold. I think that's a lot of political streamers, is that they just talk about the politics because it gets them paid. Yeah. And that, honestly, if they could make just as much money doing something else, they probably would. Propagandist is what I would call Hassan and his crew, where they're not just talking about it, they're lying about it intentionally to push a narrative. They say
radical shit.
They aren't having a reaction to it.
Yeah.
They're dictating what your reaction to it should be. Yeah. And that's propaganda.
Yeah. They know the effect, the pull they have, and they use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, and then everyone's like, "Oh, new update just dropped. We can be okay with this." They think they're part of the club and they think they're safe from it. A lot of them are safe from it.
This describes Hassan,
I was going to say, doesn't this describe...
and his entire audience. Yes, it describes many audiences. The one he's cultivated included.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they don't.
It's also why he thinks he's safe from it, because he also moved to Canada.
Yeah.
Leave their homes. So they are literally safe from it. They're completely insulated from the effects of these things.
Says the guy who streams exclusively from his in-laws' basement.
Yeah.
So they are safe from it. It's just one of these things where they don't have to care. And that's the difficult thing to do, right? Like, I'm a lot safer than Americans right now, my fellow Americans.
Fellow Americans, bitch, you moved to Canada because you didn't feel safe. You're a pussy. Yeah. You ain't one of us. No. Not anymore. You can't claim that shit.
No.
You only feel comfortable talking the shit that you talk because you don't live in America anymore, so you feel like, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if Trump does something crazy. It doesn't matter if I have a bad take. None of these people are ever going to find me because I'm in Canada and they're in America. And if Trump does something stupid, it's not going to affect me because I'm not in America. Yeah. Yet you feel immune. You feel like you're outside of it. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm in Canada.
Yes.
But it's like, it's still important because it, again, like it just...
Because it'll make you views and get you money.
Because it'll get you money.
Yeah, because it'll get you views and make you money.
And then you can move out of your in-laws' house and move into your own in
That's
Canada.
the dream. That's why he's got his goal up there in the corner to get 2,000 Denny's patrons. That's how much he needs to get the monthly income needed to move out.
Yeah, into his own house in Canada.
You see that number's going down, right? Like the last clip we watched, he was at 850. Now he's at 786. Right counterparts, but I think I used a lot of common sense in his POV, and I think that has become so rare, and he stays on top of current events, which I like anyway. Doesn't matter, but I'd suggest him. Look, I mean, I do watch his edited clips from his editor, and I do enjoy them. I don't watch any of Hassan's clips on YouTube from any of the Hassan clip channels, mainly because none of them are actually associated with Hassan, so they're just more propagandists. The only reason I watch Stoic Chronicles is because they're clipped and edited by someone that's doing it to make fun of iDubbbz. Like, this person doesn't work for iDubbbz. Stoic Chronicles does not work for iDubbbz. This is all just memes, shits and giggles. This one happened to be about something political, but most of the Stoic Chronicles stuff we watch isn't. I would recommend the Stoic Chronicles channel. I would also recommend Asmongold's YouTube channel. His editor does a good job of getting his points across and keeping them brief, so I don't have to watch 8 hours of his stream. Most of those videos are like 5 minutes long. Yeah. So they're direct and to the point. They add all the context that are needed. He's a good editor. And I like those videos. That happens around the world, or at least don't try to push a narrative and force feed people propaganda. Yeah, that's what Destiny does. That's what Hassan does. That's what Vosh did. That's what a lot of these streamers do. That's what Tim Pool does. Like, if I'm gonna criticize people on the right and the left, that's what Tim Pool does. That's what Nick Fuentes does. You know, like there's propaganda on both sides. And then there's those people who have normal people take, or the quote unquote common sense take, like Asmongold, where they seem a little more grounded. Yeah. And those tend to be the ones I agree with. I don't care if they're on the right or the left. I just care whether or not you're sane. There's a sane person take, and then there's crazy political takes. I don't care for crazy political takes, no matter which side they're on. I just want people to be normal again.
Yeah.
And we've gone so far from normal at this point. I don't know if we'll ever go back. I
think we're in Pepperidge Farm Remembers territory.
I just want people to be normal again. I miss the good old days where you didn't talk about these topics. Yeah. And it didn't matter what day of the week it was. You talked about them in the appropriate place. You talked about religion when you were at church. Yep. You talked about politics when you were in line to get into the voting booth and then it mattered. Or you were at a town hall meeting or something like that. Or you were at a courthouse. And you talked about your finances at the bank, or, you know, when you were trying to get a loan, when you were talking to people, when you were talking to your accountant or the guy who's doing your taxes. Okay? You didn't bring it up on Dinty Moore Day at the dinner table. Okay? That didn't fucking happen.
We don't have Dinty Moore Day. I'm sorry. We don't do that. It's never happened.
Yeah. The world's changed and all the good things are gone.
Okay, well, I'm sorry your mother was a horrible homemaker
and
she made you eat.
Have you ever had Dinty Moore?
Yes, it's nasty. It leaves a weird aftertaste in your mouth and a weird
Dinty
film.
Moore Day is delicious,
horrible.
And it was the only day I liked.
And the fact that your dad got so happy that
because Dinty Moore Day was the best day of the week in my house.
And
Dinty Moore Day,
rice in a bag.
Dinty Moore Day at my house was the best day of the week, and the second best day was Wendy's Chili Day.
Okay, well, they gobbled up my homemade chili every time I made it, and my mom said, they gobbled up any food I made,
and my mom
every time I made it, like it was the best thing ever.
My mom said your chili was better than Wendy's chili, and that's high praise, because the 3 best days of the week in my household were Dinty Moore Day, Wendy's Chili Day, and KFC Day. Get a big old bucket of that KFC.
They had KFC like every other day.
Well, they got a little lazy after you got there. Because they were letting you do the cooking for
they did. If I didn't do the cooking, it was KFC.
Yeah,
they had KFC
and
I was trying to figure out. It's not ethnic. Spaghetti is not ethnic.
It is ethnic. Italian.
Okay, am I Italian? No.
I didn't say you were Italian. I said the food was ethnic. It's Italian, it's not American.
If I'm cooking ethnic food, more than likely it would be something African.
You don't
or
have to
soul
be
food
ethnic
or
to cook
something.
ethnic food. I can make a fucking taco.
No, you can't. We both know you can't.
Shut your whore mouth.
I asked you to make the girls' tacos the other night. It's like I asked you.
It's not that I couldn't.
to perform
No.
quantum physics.
Yes,
Like,
I use DoorDash. It's not that I couldn't. It's that I didn't want to.
It's like I asked
was-
you to build a nuclear
I'm not
weapon
incapable.
out of
I'm
scratch
lazy.
from
I
the
was not.
kitchen.
I was not incapable. I was lazy. There's a difference. For the record, it's shocking that Destiny and Hassan are as popular as they are and have people follow them like they are smart thought leaders. To be fair, Destiny's older debates, I can see where that came from. He is the final boss of online debate. And he is a genuinely smart guy.
Yeah.
But he is a fucking weirdo and a creep.
Yeah.
A lot of these people who became popular, Vosh, Destiny, Hassan, even Asmongold to a certain extent, like a lot of these people are kind of grandfathered in. They've been around for so long and they were somewhat popular back in the day and they just became names people recognize. And humans are creatures of habit.
Yes, we are.
So they
It's
just kind of got
more
grandfathered in. It's the same way Boogie2988 became famous on YouTube. He's not famous because his content was great. He's always been cringe. He's always been a locale. But he was one of the first people on YouTube. So he's kind of grandfathered in there. Can men get pregnant? No. And iDubbbz. I'm surprised he doesn't drown in the shower. Jesus. If men can get pregnant, I wasn't lying when I said I have 0 bills because I'm super special. There is no if. Men cannot get pregnant.
I'm not sure what that has to do with. I mean, I guess you can have a child and be financially stable.
I also make women climax first every single time.
Well, then you should talk to the guy who wrote that whole fucking opinion piece that we just talked about.
I mean, look, there's 2 kinds of sex that you're going to have in your life. You're going to have the sex you're talking about, and that's a young man's sex, where you've made it your mission to make sure that she comes first. And you're willing to put the work in, you've got the time, you've got the energy. And then you're going to get a bit older. And you're going to have you sex. And that's where you have a different conversation with her before. Before, it's lovemaking. I need to make sure she gets off. And then when you get older and after you've been married for 15 years, it's, look, sweetheart, this is a roller coaster. All right, this ride's going to last about 4 minutes. You have that much time to get off or it's over. I don't know what to tell you.
So
It's just like a roller coaster. It don't last long, but it is one hell of a ride.
when are you gonna have that conversation with me? We've been together. We've been married for
Sorry, I wasn't referencing
more
me.
than 15
I wasn't
years.
referencing me. I was referencing my best friend in the conversation I had with his wife.
Oh.
Look, it's going to last about 5 minutes. It's like a roller coaster. It don't last long, but it's one hell of a ride. And if that ain't exciting enough for you, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
He also only gets a blowjob once a year on his birthday. So I mean,
Well, so did my other friend. Yeah.
spaghetti is only ethnic in front of a true-blooded Italian. The other person tries to break the spaghetti noodles as they go into the water. I mean, spaghetti as a food is still an ethnic food.
I don't break spaghetti noodles, to be honest.
I mean, people argue that like Taco Bell isn't real Mexican food. I'm like, yeah, but they're still tacos.
Yeah,
like,
but it's still tacos.
It's still Mexican. It's still at the very least Mexican inspired.
Yeah.
It's still
yeah,
ethnic.
Yeah, it's
Like,
still
it's
ethnic.
clearly joking. That's not real life. Just like men can never be a woman. That is true. It doesn't matter how many times you fillet a fish or penis.
God.
I'm married 7 years, together for 15, so I get it. We've been married for 15?
Yeah.
How long have we been together?
I don't know.
I think we were together for 3 years before we got married.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Or 2. I don't know. It was kind of.
You lose count after a while, and you just kind of stop caring.
I when I know. And I think we met, and I think it was maybe 2 years, and I was like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah, it was about 3 years
Was it 3?
before we did it, and then we started talking about.
If you can't tell, we don't celebrate
it
anniversaries
was at
and shit because I'm bad at dates.
Both of us,
and I don't care.
Both of us forgot the date, and we just don't care. But yeah, it was about 3 years because it was at that point that we started having that conversation. Because you had gotten pregnant. About, oh shit, how are we gonna tell my family? How are we gonna tell my family?
How are we gonna tell your racist ass
how
family?
How are we gonna let them know that I've secretly been dating this black woman for 3 years?
Yeah, I do remember
and that now she is going to give birth to their first grandchild.
Well, not their first grandchild, but their first granddaughter.
Oh, first granddaughter.
That was the issue. That's why your sister hates us.
That's the one they wanted. They wanted.
Well, that's why your sister hates us because we stole her thunder. She was finally giving them a granddaughter. And they didn't know we were together or pregnant.
How old do we look?
I know, right?
How old do we look? First of all, if I shave this, I look crazy young. I've learned I can't shave this. I start getting hit on. I get hit on by minors.
Hit on by minors.
Yeah. As much as I don't like the facial hair, like I've learned, it is non-negotiable.
I get hit on by minors. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but how old do we look?
Yeah, I had to tell that one boy and that one young man that I was pregnant and that I was old enough to
probably be his
his
mother.
mom.
Yeah. I have had to tell that to multiple minors where they get all excited, and then I learned that they're like 16, and I'm like, I'm old enough to be your dad.
No, sweetie. No.
When I have to break it to them how old they are, and then they go, "Oh my god, you have aged well." I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna live to be 100." Anyway, have a good one. I'm out at that point. I'm not Dr. Disrespect. I'm not sticking around for this shit.
All right, well.
All right, have a good one.
About your business. Go. Oh, God.
I'd guess like my age, I don't know, between 30 or 32. I feel like you would have guessed younger before we told you we were married for 15 years.
Yeah, giving clues.
I've never actually said my age on stream, but I will say I'm significantly older than you. Like, not even close.
Yeah, and we're both 6 months apart.
Yeah, she's an old lady. She's older than me.
I'm 6 months older than he
Fucking robbing the cradle over here.
Okay.
I'm robbing the grave. Think iDubbbz.
Going. It's like now that Venezuela is invaded, now that they're talking about Greenland, now that they're they I think announced recently that they're planning on doing strikes in Mexico. It's like you can be a deep throater of the
That's right, get them out. Go back where you came from, get them out.
That's the voice you use when
you come here the right way or you don't come at all. Also, I'm going to bomb where you came from, so you can't go back there either. Woo! America!
America! All the reasoning skills.
Woo!
Someone did that.
Definitely, if you had not said anything about being together for 15 years, I would have guessed 20. Yeah, I usually get around 24. Mid-20s. That's about half my age.
And
there you go.
We did not have children young. In fact,
I'm an only child. We waited till we were 30.
Yeah, I'm an only child, and my parents thought that they were not getting grandchildren. So
yeah, we waited till we were 30, and we had our shit together, like I would advise everyone to do. But we live in a world where kids raise kids, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, the closest you're gonna get to a number, because I give a different number every time, is that's about half my age.
Yeah.
One of those is exactly half my age. One of those numbers in that range. There you go.
Yeah.
The boot, all the way up until you're like, oh shit, this isn't fair. Not me. Not my mom. Asmund literally tried to play the vid and...
I'm 36 and you're significantly older than me. Y'all have good genes.
Yes, we do.
Hey, I'm not Sydney Sweeney. What are you trying to say, son? We do have good genes.
Yes.
You should see our kids. They are about to win nationals in gymnastics. They can do fucking handsprings across the gym if you let them. They're little ninjas.
Yeah. When I was in college, my roommate called me. I was at the store and she was like, "Oh, I need to shave my legs. Buy me blah blah blah." I'm like, I don't know what any of that is.
She doesn't. Oh, I lucked up because she doesn't grow hair on her legs, so I never have to worry about that my wife got lazy and forgot to shave, and then I rolled over in bed, and I'm like, and I start
Legs,
rubbing,
armpits.
I'm fucking rubbing Chewbacca's leg over here,
Yeah,
like,
no.
what the fuck? Shave your legs.
I didn't know it was a thing
Yes.
women had to do
Yes.
until I was in college, until she called me, and I
Yes.
was like, what do I get?
That has happened to my friends where their wives just kind of get comfortable and stop doing their daily routine on a daily basis, and they go, I'll do it when I feel like it, and then they roll over in bed and they start rubbing her leg like they want to get a little frisky, and they feel like they're petting Chewbacca, and they feel like, what the fuck?
If I did have that problem, if I did do that, I would roll over and go.
No, that's it. We're done. We're done. We're done. Relationship over.
Just for kicks.
I can't unsee that.
But no, my friend has rolled up her pant leg when we were at work because scrubs, and has shown me her legs, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like it, and it's so rough and stubbly. And
I've seen
your
some
beard.
I've seen some white girls out in public. Well, white and black girls. I've just seen girls in general out in public where that becomes a red flag, where I think she's cute and she's like wearing a dress or something, but it's got one of those slits up the side, and then she takes a step and that leg comes out for just a moment and it looks like mine, and I'm like, oh!
She just ruined the whole
That's
Jessica
it.
Rabbit thing.
Like, oh god.
Why didn't you do something with that? But no, my mom's the same way. My grandmother's the same way. Like all on both sides of my family, that's just not something we have.
Just don't grow hair on your legs, which is a good thing.
Yes, our genes are weird.
Smoothest legs on the planet right here, boys. It's okay. You can be jealous.
Our genes are weird. I don't know what to say. And the whole eyes.
She's like a
turning
swimmer
blue.
from the neck down, just smooth as butter.
And the whole eyes turning blue as we age.
Do your eyes turn blue as you age?
All of my family members, our eyes turn blue as we age. Have you not looked at my parents?
If their hair turned blonde and their eyes turned blue, then you guys would have been safe.
Gee, thanks.
That's the thing that's supposed to happen to me. All I know about you, or specifically about our
I think
kids,
you're backwards.
all I know about our kids, according to my family, is as they get older, they just gonna get more blacker, and then more darker, and then more darker, and then more blacker.
Well, I hate to break it to you.
Like a banana. If you leave it out for too long, it just slowly turns
not,
black.
That's not what is happening. Like a rotten banana.
That's what little mixed girls are like.
Your dad, I swear. Like I know you're smarter than this. How?
I don't get it.
How?
I don't know.
But I will say your eldest child.
Hair
didn't-
anywhere on a woman is a turnoff to you? Anywhere?
I mean,
Like, do you really want a bald chick who looks like a cancer patient?
it looks good
Anywhere?
on some women.
I don't think I could date a chick that didn't have eyebrows.
Okay, well, yeah, no eyebrows.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't think I could date a chick that didn't have eyebrows. That's too weird.
But I hate to break it to you.
Minus the scalp and eyebrows. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
There we go. He
All
clarified.
right,
He clarified. We're good.
I hate to break it to you though. Our eldest, she did not take after me in the
Oh, no,
leg section.
you're going to have to learn how to shave legs because I don't know.
Well, no, that's not
To
the
teach
problem.
her. Well, you got to teach her.
She doesn't have she's not growing a lot of hair, but it's blonde. You can't see it. How is it blonde?
I mean, she's still got to shave it. You can feel it.
Oh, it's really fine.
I
mean, I'm sure it'll change.
It'll get worse as she gets older.
But how? This has
Right?
got to be a
She's
your
in the
side
peach
of the
fuzz
family
phase
thing.
right now. They're still kids. When they get to be teenagers and young
How
adults.
is it blonde? That's got to be a your side of the family
Because
thing.
her dad's white.
You're not blonde.
But they're blondes in my family. Obviously, the gene's there somewhere.
Where?
My cousin's blonde. I've got a couple blonde cousins.
Okay. Well, actually, your mom gave me that baby picture of you. You were blonde. You're like backwards.
Yeah, I got darker.
You got
more
darker and more
blacker.
blacker. Maybe that's where your dad
Jesus.
got that from. Oh God.
Get that shit lasered when she's not a child anymore. You know how much it would cost to laser your entire leg?
Your entire leg. Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's blonde. You can't even notice it. Yeah.
I mean, she's just gonna have to learn how to shave, which means you're gonna
she'll
have to
figure it
learn how
out.
to shave,
I don't
or
know.
get one of your friends to teach her. I don't know. I've never shaved my legs. I never am, so I can't teach her.
Well, my best friend growing up,
not my department.
she used what was it, Nair?
Nair?
Yeah.
Oh, that's that shit where like
It,
40-year-old
melt
virgin
it
thing
or
where you just
something?
rip it off.
No, that's wax.
Oh, ooh.
Nair's just like the
What do you
cream.
think?
You put it on and then you wipe it off.
Isn't that stuff that bitch put on her face and it just destroyed her face?
Oh no.
Isn't that just like acid?
I just feel like maybe we should leave it alone. See, I don't know what to do.
We'll leave it alone for
I
now.
don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to do some research.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. I'm bad at this.
Fuck, why you got iDubbbz up there? Because we're laughing at him.
Slow
But-
motion,
but
try
we
to
went on a
justify the
tangent.
murder, of course. Well, again, I've watched these like cop breakdown.
Wait a minute. They're playing it in slow motion to justify the murder. The only way that statement makes sense is if playing it in slow motion shows that she did hit the officer with her car. In which case, yeah, that's the point.
That's the point of the slow
You're
motion.
not playing it in slow motion. If she never hit him with her car, playing it in slow motion would just show that she didn't hit him with her car, and it would show it wasn't justified. It'd have the opposite effect.
I feel
So
like-
if showing it in slow motion made it justified, guess what, dumbass? She made contact with that officer with her car,
I feel like
which
he
is
doesn't
why
know
he
what
shot
slow
her.
motion is used for. Like why we use it. Just to look cool. That's why we use it.
That's exactly why we use it. Didn't you see the X-Men movies?
Yes,
The
I
best
recall.
scenes in those movies.
I recall.
Fucking touching the guy's face.
God.
On videos before, this guy donut operator would make
Okay, Donut Operator, because I know you probably don't know.
I don't. I still
Donut
don't.
Operator is a YouTuber whose entire thing is that he was a cop.
Okay.
And he was a cop while doing YouTube for a long time, and then eventually his YouTube channel got big enough that he just went YouTube full time.
Okay.
But his entire thing is analyzing stuff and telling you what the laws are and telling you what was legally justified and what wasn't, as someone who's been a cop and understands what their rules are. Okay.
What time is Krispy Kreme?
Now he's going to tell us. Yeah, that was the whole
hungry.
joke. Donut operator. Cops,
Yeah, but it makes me
donuts.
want donuts now. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
But anyway.
Well, maybe we'll get donuts tomorrow. But he's about to tell us why the cop who's done the job and knows the rules is wrong from the guy who's never worked a
Who's
real
never
job in his
been
life
a
and
cop.
lives in his in-laws' basement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just so we're clear on
just so
where
we're
these
clear.
two pieces of information are coming from.
Gotcha.
Okay. Context matters, people.
make these videos, and back when I was like more sympathetic to the police and I was a little bit more like, it's complicated, I would see these videos and be like, okay, well, like legally you can make a case for what, like you can make a case, but just because you can make a case doesn't mean that it is right, that you were morally justified. It doesn't.
First of all, let's get a couple things straight. One, if you can make a case, it goes to court. That's the whole point. If you
Yeah.
can make a case, then that means that this thing is questionable.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's right, the judge will decide. Whether or not it's morally justified is irrelevant. The law
Yeah.
doesn't work on morals.
It doesn't.
The rules are kind of black and white. They're written down. They're in black and white. We know what they are. It doesn't matter if what you do is moral or not. It just matters if whether or not you had the right to do it.
Yes.
All right, there we go. Just so we're clear. They always make the argument about morals. No judge is factoring in morals. Morals do not come into play in the legal system. The legal system does not work on morals. Because
time.
first of all, morals are subjective.
Yes.
Different people have different morals, depend on what God they worship, depend on how they were raised, what
Yes.
country they're in, what state they're in, et cetera, et cetera. The law is the same.
Yes. The only time where I've seen morals maybe factored into it is during the sentencing phase, where they're like, okay.
Yeah. Now, he may factor it in after the fact in order
Yeah.
to determine how much time
How
to give
much-
you. But
yeah.
his decision on whether or not you were guilty or not guilty
Yeah.
is not based
or,
on morals.
or why I'm choosing the death penalty.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. Choosing your punishment, morals might come
Yeah.
into play there.
But
But
that's
whether
the
or not
only
you
time,
were
yeah.
guilty has nothing to do with morals. Just so we're clear. More evidence of retards. Watch out for those showers, libtards. Avoid showing up as the water is running. Maybe we'll get lucky and one day iDubbbz will be in there giving himself a shower, which clearly he only does, I don't know, once a month or so.
Yeah, he does look.
Woo,
Oh,
rough, right?
yeah.
But maybe one day he'll get in there and accidentally waterboard himself and we won't have to watch these videos anymore.
Yeah, he'll forget to close his mouth.
He'll be in there rehearsing for his next stream of blah, 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 blah. Jesus.
God.
Doesn't mean any of that. Making a case just means that you are making a case. Just that. But there's
Yeah, what do you mean just that? Yes, you're making a case. Why do you make a case, Ian? Why do people make cases? To go where? Where do they take their case, Ian? Where do they take their case? To court?
Court?
In front of a judge? Yes, the case is what matters. Yes, that's what it means. It means just that. It means he has. It means he has a case
He's
that
just
he can.
saying shit.
Yeah,
Like,
he's just saying.
you were just saying
Fucking
shit.
Christ.
Oh my god.
plenty of like police body cam footage and shit where like they will basically say from a legality perspective,
The one that matters.
car. You can kill someone with a car, therefore a car is equivalent to a gun in this case. So
Yes,
It's a weapon.
it's a deadly weapon. If it can be used to kill a person, it can be classified as a deadly weapon if that's what you so chose to use it as. Is everyone driving a car going to be charged with having a deadly weapon? No. No. Is anyone driving their car towards a parade of people going to be charged with it? Absolutely.
I mean, you can
Again, context matters.
You can be charged for having a vicious dog.
Yeah,
And-
your dog could
yeah.
be a deadly weapon if you trained it to do so. So, anyway.
they must be shot in the fucking head and killed. It's like, nope, that is not at all the reality of it. Oh, that was another
I cannot wait to see his reaction to the verdict now.
Oh no.
That is not at all the reality of it. And then the judge is like, innocent.
No.
That guy with the gavel just said that's the reality of it, Ian. What's your take?
clip. There's a clip of, what is that fucker's name? The guy in Florida. The guy who wears lifts in his boots in Florida. He was describing like a scenario.
Oh, the governor of
DeSantis. Yeah.
Florida? Yeah. DeSantis.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the governor.
Yes. Ron DeSantis,
That
he was
guy.
describing a scenario in which, like, hey, if you're surrounded by protesters in your car, like you're essentially like good to mow people down if you're fearing for your life kind of thing.
That depends on what said protesters are doing.
If they're just walking,
If you're surrounded by protesters and they're just holding picket signs outside your window and they're just in your way, no.
No.
If they're jumping on top of your car and they're trying to like force their way into your vehicle,
yeah.
yes. Yes, you can. Just plow through them. There are actually videos where that has happened, and people have had to community note those on Twitter to be like, this guy was justified and found innocent by a judge. This was actually from 2 years ago. This isn't from this thing.
Yeah.
Like there was that famous one with the white truck that had the trailer on it, and people were
yeah, I
jumping on
remember
top
that
of his
one.
truck, and they were jumping on top of his trailer, and one guy's punching his window, and they are just like trying to get into his
Yeah.
vehicle, and he just floors it, runs over two of them, and just goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, found innocent.
Yeah, because
The judge said he was justified.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was in danger.
So what Ron DeSantis says there is just factually true.
Yeah.
Wait, nuh-uh. You're a bigot then. My feelings and morals and opinions do matter, not in a court of law.
It's my truth.
It's my truth that I'm living, and I will force upon you to live it as well, you Nazi. This is my truth. That's not how truth works.
No. No.
And it's like, I mean, obviously this didn't take place in Florida, but I do think it is sort of telling of how they think because it's strictly partisan, right? It's just like,
No, it's strictly legal. Again, what he said was just legally accurate.
Yeah.
How they think is, what are the rules, and did you break them? That's how the law works. I don't know if you knew this, Ian, but laws are just rules for adults.
Look, I'm not a Ron DeSantis fan. I'm sure he said it in a real, shit way.
Oh, I'm
But,
not saying
yeah.
his decorum would have been
Yeah.
the best, but the
But
the
it's
information
still-
was
the
factually.
information was true.
But the information was accurate.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like whatever, like depending on who you're mowing down with your vehicle, it's actually okay. Or if you're on the other side, it's okay for you to.
No, yes, what you just said is true there, It's depending on who you're running over. Now, does that mean you can run over people based on their race? Oh, it's okay to run over black people? No. So who is it okay to run over then, depending on who I run over? Well, it's okay to run over an attacker. It's not okay to run over a civilian.
No.
See? That's the difference. That's where the line's drawn.
Or someone you have a grudge
So
against
if that
or whatever,
who you're running over is an attacker, justified. If that who you're running over is an old lady on the sidewalk with a walker, you're a murderer. See?
You're a
Difference.
fucking murderer.
There's nuance to this shit.
To shoot the person in the car. It could go both ways. But the thing that matters the most is if they are politically aligned with you
Nope.
or not. I really can't imagine living in America.
It's the thing that matters most to people online having this
Yeah,
argument.
yeah.
The judge isn't going to ask who. The judge isn't going to ask who the ICE agent voted for.
Yeah.
He's just going to ask, "Did you get hit with your car?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I got hit with her car. Okay.
All right.
Like, that's it. Politics does not come into play in that.
Right now, I genuinely hope the best for you. Stick together. Yeah, it's scary and it's escalating quick. Everyone's talking about there won't be.
It's so scary. It's escalating so quick. It's a good thing ICE is never coming to Canada. What's so scary about it, Ian? This shit's not going to affect you at all because you ran to Canada, you pussy.
Hey, one thing I've also noticed is that people in other countries don't seem to quite understand how big America is.
True.
Just because something is happening somewhere in America, we have states bigger than some of your country. Like
Texas is bigger than a lot of countries.
than a lot of countries. Like, yeah, yes, something is happening.
But the thing is, he's not a person in another country.
He's not.
He's an American who ran to Canada.
Ran to Canada.
Yeah. Oh, damn. You're right about that. My fault. I just had a flash of liberal retardation gaslightitis. Ooh, that is a mouthful. They make pills for that. Due to frequent contact exposure. Yeah, you got to wear a mask. Even though they told you masks don't work, they do.
They do.
It'll protect you from the libtards.
Yeah.
There won't be midterms, and it is getting that serious.
Wait, who said there wouldn't be midterms?
I don't know.
Why would there not be midterms? Is he just making shit? And he's just making shit.
I think this is something where they've, if things get so bad, they're gonna stop. I don't think that's gonna.
Yeah. I don't think that there's been any announcement that they're not going to do midterms. I don't know why he said that. That's definitely. I'm pretty sure that's not true, but we'll look it up in a minute.
Yeah.
What's up, Pabayata? Pabayata?
Baba Yaga.
iDubbbz mask. Don't wear 2 condoms; they'll rip.
So I think everyone.
You
I don't
might
know.
suffocate
This
yourself.
Wait, is that what he meant by double mask?
I don't think that's.
You can't double bag it, son. The condoms will rub against each other and then they'll rip. You kind of defeat the purpose there. One is all you need. Double mask in my vehicle by myself. He wears one mask here and then like one mask over his junk like a
his
cup.
junk?
Smart. I like it.
Yeah.
strategy. I think of like family members and shit and friends who are like MAGA or MAGA adjacent. And whenever you talk about the
Even when I take showers, it's a good way to waterboard yourself.
fascism and all this sort of shit and things getting worse, it always, the response is always that like that's dramatic, that's an exaggeration, like, but it's like, well, when is it not going to? To me, it feels like it's only ever going to be the case when it's smack.
See, it's always feel statements. Yeah, court don't work on feels, brother.
Him in the face, and like you actually have to be looking at other people to kind of manage your barometer for when it's there. You don't.
Somebody got a thesaurus for Christmas.
Oh.
All these big words. Barometer.
Is that why he's talking so slow? He's trying to remember all of his big words.
Which one did I read on the toilet for a start?
You don't let it smack you in the face. You don't want to get smacked in the face. But, like, loads of people are getting smacked in the face right now. But, you know, they're not the people who deserve to get smacked in the face. The MAGA people do. We should stop calling everything/everyone Nazi.
The person who complains that it's all about political bias and partisanship is making his judgment based on what political party you're from.
Yeah.
You deserve to be slapped in the face because you voted for the guy that he doesn't like.
Yeah.
But also, it's wrong to judge people based on their political affiliation.
Yeah.
It's just double standard himself, right in his own video. iDubbbz is blatantly lying. He doesn't have friends, especially none that are MAGA or whatever, if MAGA adjacent means. MAGA adjacent means people who... MAGA adjacent are what liberals and like Hassan's crowd call centrists. They don't believe that centrist exists. They don't believe anybody can be in the center. And that if someone says they're a centrist, they're just a MAGA voter who doesn't want to admit to being a MAGA voter. Which isn't true. I consider myself in the middle. There's a lot of stuff that Trump does I disagree with. There's stuff he does I do agree with. There's a lot of stuff that Biden did I disagree with. My whole political philosophy, if you guys do want to know my politics, it's which one of you has policies I agree with. That's all I care about. I just care about the policies and what you're going to do.
And you're never going... No one's ever going to have...
I'm never going to be a blue no matter who or red no matter what. Like, I'm never just going to vote down party lines.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at each individual as an individual and whether or not I agree with their, with their policies and what their plan is as president or I don't. And more importantly, what bearing is the thing you're going to do gonna have on my life?
And those...
Because, I am selfish to a certain extent.
Yes.
I want to know how this is going to affect me.
Me and those I care for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is why it blows my mind to see, so many people who will defend stuff like tariffs and shit that I'm like, you know that affects
you, right?
Like, it doesn't affect the rich people. Like, they'll defend tax breaks for the rich. And those people do that because... those are the people who believe that one day
it'll be them.
One day I'll be rich, and I want to make sure that
it's never going to be you, dipshit.
No, you need to focus on what affects you right now. And right now, tax breaks for the rich mean you pay more. Yeah. So that's bad for you.
Look, they didn't get rich by giving their money away. How about you stop giving yours away?
Yeah, no, they did not.
Because you're not. You're definitely not going to be rich.
No one ever got rich by giving their money away.
You're not going to get rich by giving rich people more money.
No one ever got rich by giving their money away. Well, what about Mr. Beast? What about Mr. Beast? He's always giving his money away. Yeah, but he's making a lot more than he's giving away.
He's making a lot more than he's giving.
The act of giving that money away is making him more money than he's giving away. I promise you, he did not get rich by giving his money away. No. He got rich by playing the YouTube algorithm and understanding the business. Yeah. Giving the money away was just the content. Yeah. He could have gotten rich without doing that. And in fact, a lot of that money he gives away isn't even his. Yeah. So, just saying.
Nazis just makes us look stupid. I do not care about looking stupid.
Obviously.
We've seen your tattoos in gold tooth.
Sherlock.
You don't need to state the obvious here, Ian. We've seen your tattoos and teeth. We know you don't care about looking stupid. Fuck, dude. Do you own a comb at least? Just... something.
Like, before you get on your fucking stream, like, just run, wet your fingers and run some water.
Wait, I thought the new mayor in New York was peddling some crap like that. Some crap like what? MAGA adjacent stuff? Or
some crap like what?
I've gotten lost in my own conversation.
I'm lost.
Like, when you're, what is the alternative, right? Like, It's like they're going fucking crazy. They're going nuts. We're not here to police speech, okay?
Says the political party that tells us men can get pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, you can call them Nazis. I don't...
Understatement of the year about iDubbbz. Yeah, they're going crazy. Also, that bearded thing in a dress is a lady, and you should address her as such. You want to blow their mind? Like, you want to end that trans argument stuff because there is a difference. And I keep being told that there's a difference, but no one can tell me what the difference is. But anytime I get it wrong, they correct me. So if you really want to blow their mind because gender's a construct and you dress the way you identify and all this bullshit,
all that shit.
Ask them this question. And no, it's not what is a woman. Ask them this question. What is the difference between a trans man and a cross-dresser? Because I'm told there is one, but no one can tell me what it is.
Can tell me what it is.
So, curious.
Yeah.
What's the difference? I mean, they look the same, and they're essentially doing the same thing, but why do I call this one trans and this one a cross-dresser? What's the difference? Just saying. Crap like giving money away is a good thing. Yeah. Socialism, says the guy who lives in a $3 million mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't giving none of his money away.
No, he ain't giving none of that shit away.
I don't give a fuck. Call them whatever you want. I was liking a lot of tweets yesterday that were going way beyond calling someone a Nazi. Way
What were they doing? What's beyond Nazi?
beyond that. Like, I don't think, like, let's not pretend that we're still on the fence riding area. That's not where we're at all. This is...
No, hold on, back up. I want to know what's worse than Nazi. I thought we kind of all universally agreed that that's kind of the worst
Nazi's
thing. That's the worst thing you can be. That's kind of the worst thing that's happened in modern history.
Yeah.
He's kind of the poster child for bad thing.
Yeah.
I want to compare you to the most bad thing. What's the most bad thing? The guy with the weird mustache.
Yeah.
Christ. You can't force me to participate in your mental illness and engage in rhetoric that isn't based in reality. Thankfully, my state has one of those states that agreed with Trump and passed a law that there is only two genders, and I don't have to recognize that shit anymore. But back before that law passed, Jobs made us do these training videos about being sensitive to that. The trans training videos about Richard now wants to be Rachel, and you see a coworker addressing Richard by his dead name and telling him not to go into this bathroom. How do you proceed? And yeah,
Richard.
it was
Richard
it was
can do
that
whatever
bullshit.
The hell he wants.
I didn't participate.
But I don't have to do anything different in my life.
I did not participate with it then. If they change their name or they play that fucking pronoun game, my go-to fucking move, which I still do to this day because it's just become habit, but my go-to move was to just opt out entirely.
Yeah.
I don't use pronouns at all. This individual, this person, I use gender-neutral terms exclusively.
Yeah.
And I think that pisses them off more than using the wrong one.
Yeah.
They want you to use the wrong one so they can make a scene.
Yeah.
But when you won't take the bait and you won't make them happy, so when you won't play into their delusion and you won't take the bait so that they can rage, they don't know what to do. It stun locks them. It's pretty entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Try it.
Like my life doesn't need to revolve around what you want to do with yours. Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, society doesn't need to adapt to you. You need to adapt to society.
We don't need to adapt to you.
You're doing this backwards.
We live in a society.
At least we used to.
You know, yeah.
Yeah. Society doesn't adapt to you. You adapt to it.
You adapt to it. I'm sorry that it's...
That's the one thing humans do evolutionary that other animals don't do is we adapt to our environment.
Look, here's the thing. I am disabled. I have a disease that is not fun. But guess what? I have realized...
She got the sickle cells.
I have realized the world was not made for me. Yes, the world has... Yeah,
it ain't doing shit to accommodate you.
It is not trying to accommodate me at all. When I worked, and I worked for a good portion of my life, I worked for a long-ass time, they do not care. I worked in healthcare. You would think the one profession that would be
She worked at a hospital.
Sympathetic.
She worked at a hospital and had her boss come up to the room.
No, she didn't even come up to the room. She called.
Oh, she called the room. I'm sorry. She is missing work because she is admitted into the hospital that she works at. And her boss calls her to tell her she's in trouble for not coming to work.
And how long? How long am I going to be upstairs? How long are you going to be up there?
How long are you going to be in this hospital we work at?
Bitch, I am I'm trying to get better. They don't even know what's wrong with me. You understand I could die, right? What the fuck is wrong with you?
How long are you going to be admitted in the building I work in? Yes.
But yet, when one of my... Look,
But don't you dare. I
don't want to accuse nobody of nothing.
Don't you dare dead name her.
I don't want to accuse nobody of nothing. But when one of my white employees broke her goddamn leg in a car accident, she went up there to visit her ass.
Now, let's be
don't
fair.
worry.
I don't want to immediately scream racism and play that card unless we're absolutely sure.
Okay, fine. Favoritism.
No, maybe that white girl just owed her money.
No, she did not. Where's my money, bitch?
See? It's always an explanation. Just saying.
I can say...
Get the facts.
I only have the white girl's side of the story. I don't know. I was not in the room. I don't know what happened.
You think she's going to admit to owing her money?
To owing her money? I don't know.
Maybe she owed her money for something embarrassing.
Maybe. I don't know.
Sexual favors and whatnot.
But my point is that this world does not care about you and your special circumstance. Like...
Well, see, the problem is, for a while, it did.
No, it never did for me.
No, but for them, it did.
Why?
For a while there, everyone was catering to this shit.
Yeah, why?
For a while there. Do you want to know why?
Once again, me and mine have had to fight for goddamn rights.
Do you want to know
and
why?
we're still fighting.
Do you want to
Why do you get to complain for like 15 minutes
I'm gonna
fuck
give
you? Sorry.
You feel good?
Yes, I feel good. I feel better. Why do you get to complain for 15 goddamn minutes when we've been fighting forever? Like, the world doesn't revolve around you.
There's a very simple answer as to why theirs worked and yours didn't. Money.
Oh, yeah, I know, money.
They have more money.
They have more money.
And catering to them was profitable.
Yeah.
If Adidas, Nike, and all these companies tomorrow, instead of putting pride flags as their logos, they put the black power fist, none of y'all are going to give a fuck and buy more of their products. So it doesn't, there's no profit in it. So therefore, they're not going to do it. They're not going to join your cause because you're not going to pay them to do so. You have to hire that support.
Yeah, we're poor.
Your communities don't hire that support. Yeah. Really, what you guys need to be doing, all right, and here we go. I'm gonna sound racist for a minute, but you know what I'm about to say is true.
Oh my God, here we go.
I understand. I am going to preface this. Racist. I understand how this is about to come off, but you guys need to rally behind the companies you shop at anyway to get their support so that they can support the communities that keep them in business. Stop worrying about Oreo and Nike and go after zigzag rolling papers and yeah. Go after Philly Blunts. Go after the companies that you frequent on a daily basis.
Hey, I don't frequent these on a daily. I don't even know what these are. So
why aren't we petitioning BET?
I don't want.
You guys are doing it wrong. It's all I'm saying.
But yes, I do agree. You probably do need to go after the places that you cater. That you know would be more likely to cater.
When redneck white dudes need help and support,
where do they go?
They're not turning to Snoop Dogg. They're turning to Toby Keith.
Oop.
He's the guy that sing the song about the tractor. And I think he's going to check you for ticks.
Check me for ticks? Is that one?
Yes, they're going to country singers.
He's going to roll around and check his lady for ticks.
Okay,
yeah, I got you.
They don't give a fuck if Oreo changes their logo, but they will lose their shit if Bass Pro Shop put a fucking flag on that fish. I'm just saying. Know your demographic.
You're not wrong. Know your demographic. But yeah, I like.
So you're the type of person that should get government assistance versus these lazy motherfuckers who get exorbitant amounts of money because they are allergic to working. Yeah, she literally can't. And it still took us. She's not only has she had sickle cell, but she had a stroke during childbirth. Sickle cell anemia and stroke victim are both on the list of ailments that instantly qualify you for disability.
Oh, yeah, and
she
also,
now has two of the things that should instantly qualify her. And we still had to spend 3 years proving those things happened. She was born with the first one, and had the stroke during childbirth. There's extensive medical records for it. We still had to spend 3 years
more than
proving
3
it.
years? I feel like it was more than that.
It was about 3 years we spent fighting for
It felt
disability.
longer,
But
yeah.
to hire a lawyer, we still got denied the first time, despite
Yeah.
having both those things. I had to appeal. Like
Yes.
it was a fucking process. I don't understand how these people
I don't get it.
who
I don't get it.
who have disability, because I have met some people who claim they're on disability, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
For what?
what's the disability, if you don't mind me asking, sir?
Yeah. And it's usually something mental or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, it's he's got a bum knee.
He's got a bum
or
knee, yeah.
he's got or they usually say something generic like mobility
Okay, look.
issues.
I've
I'm like,
got 2 fake hips,
mobility
2
issues?
bum knees, and I worked in fucking healthcare for
Does
15
your-
goddamn years.
does your
Not at a desk.
mobility issues prevent you from sitting at a desk?
Yeah.
Why can't you get an office job?
Yeah, get a
My
office job.
my wife spends a week once a month in a hospital getting a blood transfusion. I don't know any job that's going to let you work 3 weeks out of the month and give you a week off every month without firing you. Why can't you sit at a desk, sir?
Yeah.
So,
right. Like
yeah,
it's-
I mean, it's that shit.
Yeah, but that's my thing. Like the world, yes, science has made it so that people like me, we can live longer and stuff like that. But the government, the world,
The requirements
does not,
to do so, yeah.
doesn't factor your illness into it. And so I don't understand just the entitlement that the world should bend to your will when it doesn't bend to anyone's will.
Because
Like,
these
this
people,
just is not
because
the way
these
it
people
works.
are mental and they have main character syndrome.
Like, I'm an only
they don't.
child,
These
and my
people.
parents taught me
These
this.
people don't understand what's going on in the real world because they don't leave their house to interact with it. Their
Is that what that
world
is?
is on this screen. That's it.
Is that one?
That's it.
And then when they go out,
do you think iDubbbz is going anywhere but Denny's?
apparently not.
No, he's in
Yeah.
that fucking basement all the goddamn
I
time.
hope he does. I hope he takes a bath or something when he goes.
I would damn sure hope so.
Like,
Fucking horrendous.
oh, you know when you look at somebody and you just,
Yeah.
This is violence. Okay, this
Words are not violence.
No.
Just so we're clear. My DoorDasher ran into my
that's the
house
one
today
I mentioned to
as
you.
ICE
Yeah.
tried to capture him. I mean, again, I don't blindly agree with everything ICE does. I look at each one of these situations on a case-by-case basis. The case where the woman got shot in the vehicle was absolutely justified. Now, I've seen some cases with ICE where I was like, they're clearly out of line.
Yeah.
So that's how a normal person should look at this. Someone who's not politically biased.
Yeah. Don't paint with a broad
Don't
brush.
paint with a broad brush. Exactly.
Yeah.
is murder. Like, I don't give a shit if someone calls them Nazis. Call them whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that either. I will agree with iDubbbz for a second. I don't give a shit what you call people.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not just talking about them. I don't give a shit what anybody calls anybody because we live in a country with freedom of speech and you have the right to do so. Call people whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah. You're not gonna get me.
As long as you ain't putting hands on them
Yeah.
or you're not like causing bodily harm to somebody, I don't give a shit.
There you go.
Nazism does not stand for National Socialism. Look it up. Socialism does not equal Nazism. I will assume you're young and uneducated and not that you have you're an active bad actor. Okay, thanks for being reasonable, Mudfoot. Yeah, I think D's butts is a little bit. It weakens our argument. There's no argument to be made, D's butts.
It sounds so unserious. How do you not know you're being trolled when you're getting political take from D's butts?
These butts.
And he
Yeah.
has to keep saying the name.
Yeah.
When I see someone with a stupid name, I just shorten it. I'm not
Yeah.
reading D's butts every time or call me daddy.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call you D's or I'm gonna,
Or call me. Or yeah.
you know what, I'm calling you Charles. Hey
Call
Charles.
you Charles.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna give you a name.
Don't you dare name me.
Your name is Toby.
We're way past that. You're specifically with this conversation, D's butts. You are a little out of your depth. You're doing the pedantic sort of semantic game.
Oh no, not these butts.
Pulling out the dictionary.
Oh god.
These butts.
Oh, not these butts. No. And he keeps saying it.
Keep saying it, yeah.
Can you open up Subway Surfer? I can do this. You know what I'm doing. You think you're not riding the line, P-Jar. You're over the line.
Do you know why they're trolling you, iDubbbz? Do you know why they're trolling you?
You're boring! You're fucking dull! You have nothing to say! You are a one-hived mind twat waffle!
Yeah, that's about right.
You're talking about Subway Surfer. Goodbye. Have a good day. I might unban you, though. If you have a good enough unban request, I might unban you. So
The unban request just needs to say you misgendered me, so you guilt him into unbanning you. Wait, what was your gender?
God.
You said these butts, and it's actually this butt.
No, his name was P-Jar. He obviously used his penis to...
You're assuming that I peed in the jar with a penis, and you are incorrect,
No.
sir. The key is to hold the jar completely up to the vagina so the whole thing is inside the lip of the jar. Less mess.
There's a suction. I feel like we keep coming back to that guy's
Because
manifesto.
look, I had that idea, and I was going to try to patent it at some point, but you know what? I'm going to put it out there, and if someone
God.
does hear my idea and make it into a real-life product and make some money, just throw some of it my way. But I had this idea. Do you know, like, the face mask they put on you when they're gonna gas you up and, you know, knock you
you
out?
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when they're going to gas you
Yeah,
up so that
got
you can
you.
get some dental work done or something, the
Yeah.
Novocaine thing. A modified version of that. I was going to make a pair of panties. Now, obviously, they'd be like granny panties. These aren't the sexy panties. But I was going to make a pair of panties that had one of those in it. And it would just cup your vagina, right? And that would be there. And then, you guys, now obviously it would be designed so gravity would do its thing.
Okay.
And it would have a tube and a little holder for the tube
Okay.
right there that you wear like a girdle on your leg. And it would hold the tube. And when you guys need to go to the bathroom, you could now go to the bathroom like men. You don't have to go through this rigmarole. If you guys have to go outside, oh, I don't want to pop a squat. That's unladylike and it gets everywhere.
Are
Not
you sure
anymore.
that doesn't exist, like, as a camping thing or something?
I have yet to see it. But you would, because you guys have like zippers in the front like we do, but nothing to pull out of them. Well, now you do. You unzip it, and this is what guys have to do. You unzip the zipper, you put your hand inside. You gotta fucking jiggle it around until you find the fucking tube. You pull the tube out. You fucking and then
Okay.
you just let it ride.
But
Then you
here's-
shake the tube, no more than twice. You're playing with it, and then you put it back. You clamp it back on. You zip up, and you're good to go. No mess, no fuss.
Can the tube look like a penis?
The tube can probably look like a penis. We can make that happen. Yeah.
Okay.
Special edition.
Like
It's gonna
Hello
cost more.
Kitty on it and shit.
Special edition. It's going to cost more. We can do some collabs. You know, we can do like an Adam and Eve collab
Okay, cool.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, branding. It's all about branding.
But my problem with this is that I don't know what happens when you pee, but when I pee, it's a lot. Like, it is just.
Yeah.
I think it would fill up this cup and it would just come spilling out of my.
Well,
Granny
you would design it so that there's like a. Like if you wear it
If
tight
I've
got
got a catheter or anything,
like
I
if
don't
you
want to do it.
like if you wear it tight enough around your vagina, it's going to create like a suction.
Like a suction.
And then it's just going to get sucked right down that tube. So it doesn't matter how much pee you got, it's going to go right out the tube.
I feel like we're getting into catheter territory.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like an external catheter, but I mean, the function's relatively the same. But the point is, women can now have a use for that fly in the
Look,
front of their
I'm
fucking...
sorry.
Look, the
I
trans
can't-
women have already figured this out. I'm just trying to help you catch up.
I can't think of anything catheter adjacent without thinking about that guy that decided he needed a fix, escaped his room in the hospital, yanked out his catheter after he got his fix, and jammed it back up in there. And then came back and told my friend, "Oh yeah, the thing came out, and I put it back up in there." Yeah,
he is a braver man than I.
I mean, cocaine will numb a lot.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
It's a hell of a drug.
Jesus
Bless his
Christ.
heart.
All right.
So long. Yeah. Oh, that felt good.
Your life is everything. You serve all purpose. You should.
All right, there's our catch up
All right.
on fucking iDubbbz. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. That was way more retarded than I thought it would be.
It was. It
Um,
was.
He did have a meltdown over Ice and Asmongold, so the title was accurate. But oh my God, I
He
didn't
rambled
think
on at a lot
I
of
didn't think his
points.
takes would be that bad. Then he argued with D's butts
And P-Jar.
and cum guzzler 69 420.
69. Pooh, say destroy.
Who say destroyer?
So yeah.
Yeah, half his audience is definitely trolls. Oh, it never gets old laughing at iDubbbz, but good lord, like, you're not just laughing at iDubbbz when you watch his videos, though. It's like you're getting a window into the level of brain rot that community actually fosters.
Yeah,
Because while, yes, half of his audience are trolls, that means the other half are retarded. And I've been saying this for a while. Half this country is retarded. At least half. Okay, our education system is fucked. And AI is going to make people dumber.
It is. God damn. You know, my only...
She has a bra on. What are you,
not
gay?
It's not a great one.
What are you, gay?
What?
She says big titties. I don't know what to tell you. Tell your girl to put a bra on? She's wearing a bra. What are you, gay? You don't like titties?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I think you're on the wrong stream, friend.
I have size G boobs.
Okay.
They don't really make good bras for us. Not women who have size G boobs and then have smaller waists
I thought they were.
or bodies and didn't pay for it.
I thought they were 8. Okay, I don't know. I can't keep track.
No. Well, they were Fs before I had the children, and then
Oh yeah.
they fluctuated.
Yeah, they get
afterwards.
bigger after you pop
Yeah.
one of them kids out there.
Well, for some they get smaller. I was just talking to a lady today at
Juan
gymnastics, and
Juan
she said hers
Della
got smaller.
Rosa. That's a girl's name.
No,
How far are you in your transition?
that's not a girl's name.
Well,
Della Rosa, isn't that like a surname?
I'm just saying it sounds like a girl's name. I was trying to find out how far along in the transition he or she was.
Oh, okay.
But obviously this is an individual who will never feel the touch of a human woman.
Oh, well. I'm sorry.
The Japanese are working on robots, so you
They
might get one of
are.
them.
But I thought they were working on just robots to...
Oh, no, they're doing
Or
the
is
whole-
that the Chinese?
I don't know what Chinese are doing, but the Japanese are working on, like,
The
full
baby
robots. Yep, full companionship sex robots. Okay, they're sex robots.
They're sex robots, yeah.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
maybe get in the ground floor and beta test one of those. You might get it cheap. I don't know. Try it out, man. Let me know how it works for you. Jesus Christ.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. It's now 5 a.m. We spent way too long laughing at iDubbbz, so I didn't get to the other content for this stream. So I guess that's going to be tomorrow's. But we have reached 5 a.m., which means we need to get some kind of sleep before we gotta wake our kids up for
really,
school.
some kind of sleep.
What?
We gotta take, what, 2 hours?
Well, I can think of something else we can do for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I just popped.
Anyway, I want to thank all you wonderful witches for watching. Stream did not go exactly as planned, but if you guys haven't subbed to the channel yet, the best segments from the stream, like that iDubbbz segment, get cut into VODs, get cut into YouTube videos that you can watch. If you guys want to see all of the segments, you can either catch me live or consider becoming a channel member. Channel members get access to full unedited VODs of every stream, so you can kind of see the content before I have time to edit and make it into a video. As for now, thanks for watching this one, though, and I will see you wonderful witches in the next one. Peace.
Yep.